Hello, welcome to the Dollhouse. I am the doll. I'm continuing to develop ideas around the 4B movement. And I am continuously updating 4B in my perspective. This is 4B the Dollhouse way. And today I want to discuss 4B the Dollhouse way and how to get your masculine energy fix, even while embracing the 4B movement. The point of this video is to share strategies that make it easier for the dolls to embrace 4B. So 4B the Dollhouse way has been updated again, and as of today, it is no behaving like you're bound, no acting married, no babies out of bounds, no children out of wedlock, no boyfriends, and no besties. So it's been updated. I feel free to let me know what you think your personal 4B movement is. And let's push the discussion forward because we had a shift in dating that happened in the 1960s with the sexual revolution. We had a big shift. We had a big shift when online dating was introduced, and a shift is upon us. And now we are starting to understand why those things happened, how we can harness the power of social media and dating, and what the point of it should be. The point of it is not for pleasure and sexual gratification. So we do everything in the Dollhouse with a sense of strategy and having an end in mind for what we are striving for. What is the purpose for what we're doing? If we deal with men, we have to be strategic. And either a man should be adding something as a leader and as someone who is also at a high level with regard to integrity. And if not, then, that man should be on the periphery of your life. But, we like men here in the Dollhouse, and it's sometimes difficult when you have to downgrade your relationships because you're doing 4B. No one is, immune from feelings and, desiring attention and affection and support and the balance that masculine energy gives our lives. So you shouldn't feel guilty for enjoying masculine energy and understanding that it is essential to support your existence, because what we provide them is essential for their existence as well. So when we're thinking about our involvement with men in strategy, the 4B helps manage those relationships. 4B the Dollhouse way anyway. So no behaving like you are bound by law in matrimony. No babies out of the bounds of matrimony. No boyfriends and no besties. So it's like a lot of women will have to consider downgrading themselves out of girlfriend status. There aren't any boyfriends. Boyfriends are youth and beauty stealers. And a lot of times men don't want marriage, but they want that consistent care and loving energy and warm womb that girlfriends provide. And it feels good to be in that house, that coupling mode. But without the commitment of marriage, it is a bad idea. So since we're not doing boyfriends, because they're youth and beauty stealers, and then we're not keeping male friends, no male besties, acquaintances at best is what male friends are. And we'll talk about, how to manage that relationship with men as acquaintances. And it's mostly just giving up deep emotional labor or doing anything that is not also on your journey to where you're headed. So in my view, my personal 4B movement, it's nothing different than traditional courtship. It reminds me of the dating style promoted by Mina Irfan, also known as the Universe Guru. I'm going to play a little clip of what she says about having boyfriends.
Do not become any man's girlfriend. Exactly. That is not my opinion. It is evolutionary fact. It doesn't make any sense. That's why religion doesn't like it. No one likes it. It doesn't make sense. And actually, in my culture, they don't even do engagements. Like, that's a newer thing, okay? Because they're like, what's an engagement? Like, you just get married.
So the concept of having a boyfriend and having even a fiance, those are new concepts. Relatively new, like less than 100 years old. And so we're kind of shifting into a new era now, and we've been moving quickly, more and more progressively fast with every changing generation. So this video is really all about making it easier to embrace 4B and get that masculine energy that helps to enhance our lives. Because men are essential for society. Look at the things that they do in the world. I'm going to play some footage while I'm talking of men on oil rigs. Men, they work on the railroad. They work construction in the hot sun. They log for wood. They keep our electricity going. They climb those light poles and those trucks on the side of the road. They fix tires on the side of the road. They die on the side of the road fixing tires. Like, who wants to do that, really? Most of the dolls that I know don't want to do those things, would not excel at them. I might have the upper body strength of a garden snail. So let's just keep it real, Men are so essential, and we can totally still benefit from their essence. The divine masculine essence is powerful, and just is as powerful as feminine, of course, but we have our gifts. And so this is some of the things that women should do just to kind of cope with the feelings of less male energy being around. If you are downgrading your relationship from girlfriend, I'm not going to say downgrading. If you're upgrading your relationship out of girlfriend status, if you're upgrading yourself to someone who's a wife in waiting or just a fantastically single woman, like living a full life without the pressure of a husband or a boyfriend. These are some of the things that you can do. Of course, just unblock exes. Leave the pathways of communication open, because guaranteed they always reach back out years and years and years later even. Why? Because they want the ego boost of knowing that someone still thinks of them highly, that someone is out there who is still remembering them from a good time in their life. They want to feel connected. They want to feel good. So they reach out to women who they know from the past. And they do that for an ego boost, and you can use them reaching out to you as an ego boost as well. You don't have to reply. And if you do, just keep it centered on all of the good things in your life and your appreciation for your life. And if you decide to, be curious about what they're offering you with this text or call. Like, Are they giving you compliments? Just lean back and let them offer you with maybe some jokes, just something to try and make you smile, because really that's all they want to do. So if you allow a man to make you smile, it's a win-win. Even men that are flirting with you, that are they will never get out of the friend zone. Let them make you smile, and you don't have to even give them anything back. You don't even have to give them anything back. But if you do, don't make it more than what they gave you. That's how you keep things balanced, and let a man lead. Let him lead with his energy. It's more comfortable that way for the dolls anyway. It's easier. And of course you can make your choices on what to do for what's comfortable for you. But it seems to me that exes always reach back out, and they want to make you smile, and allowing them to make you smile, even if you don't reply, just knowing like, oh, that person thought of me. I'm on somebody's mind today. They still remember that fun time that we had. Smile and keep it moving. Get that little bit of the jolt of the compliment of male attention. Just accept those little things. Don't have any expectations, and you don't have to be angry. Or if you still have anger, you don't have to reply. But just enjoy that attention. So another way to get that masculine energy fix, especially during crucial times of the month when hormones are in transition. About 5 days after the end of your period, which Dr. John Gray, who wrote Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, which I recommend for anyone. He wrote that book. According to him, about 5 days after the end of your period, women are the most emotionally low, and getting the support of a man can help her feel more balanced, just hormonally. I'm not sure why. He does go into greater detail in some of his other books. I've only read the Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. He may go into greater detail, but I have come to realize that that's true. Like having a date or getting some kind of male attention 5 days after your period, it does really balance things for some reason. And if you don't have a date, if you don't have any ex texting you or anything, you can go to a tire shop and let a man fill your tires with air. Let a man open the door for you, going into, just kind of wait until there's someone going, and just kind of let a man help you, support you in some way. Take notice when, you're in line and the bagger is gentle with your bags, and you can go to a male hairdresser. Let him wash your hair and serve you that way. Allow men to wash your car. Go to a male chiropractor. Let him straighten you out, or a male masseuse, or a male nail tech. I had a great experience at a nail salon with, I'm not sure his ethnicity or his region, but he's certainly from Asia and whatever country. But it was a big, tall Asian, swarthy with muscles. Like he was giving Bruce Lee Jr., but tall, because Bruce Lee was short. Honey, he did my pedicure. He always does my pedicure so perfect. And that is a great way to be served without doing any emotional heavy lifting, but getting that masculine attention that, feels good. And it doesn't even have to be sexual. It's just that attention and support that it does help you feel connected and balanced. And there are other things that one can do to get that masculine energy fix is enjoying a male author, enjoying thought leaders on different topics that you like. It could be a hobby, you know. Just the other day I was looking at, I like to put the dolls, like the doll as my avatar. I found more dolls and I'm just going to start using more dolls. I think most of the people who make those dolls are men. So just enjoying men in different fields that you have interest in. It could be fashion, it could be doll making, it could be yoga. There's also a lot of highly masculine content creators that are healthy types of men. They're a great way to get the masculine energy fix that you might need. You can even watch ESPN or go to a sports bar and watch the game with strangers. Just go by yourself, hang out. Like, if you really just need that masculine energy around you, you could even participate in a ride along with the local police force. That's a thing. And I think it's free. Going on a ride along. You can go to the gym, interact with a male teacher in a gym class, like one of those lifting classes. Get a trainer. Get a hot male trainer and just get that conversation. Just get the laughter. Men, they are fun, especially when the arrangement is mutually beneficial. And in marriages, in the right types of marriage setups, it is. But in boyfriend-girlfriend relationships, it's not mutually beneficial. And in bestie relationships, it's not mutually beneficial either. So those relationships have to really be scaled back to, dating and also just having acquaintances. Not friends that are men, acquaintances, especially after the fourth grade. Another way to get that masculine energy fix is enjoying the men in your family. I have 6 brothers. I love my brothers, and if I want to talk to a man, I can call my father passed away last year. So I have my brothers now. Grandfathers, I used to love my granddads. Of course, uncles, cousins, distant elderly male relatives. My grandmother, she lived, she was until she was 100. She still has some brothers who are alive. I don't talk to them very much, but when we go to family reunion picnics, I seek out the elders, and just bask in their glow a bit. So, getting positive male attention is good. And again, of course, I talk about socializing with male acquaintances and going on dates. Male acquaintances, in business settings and, networking events, from old alumni associations, just old friends, acquaintances is the word I'm using, because these relationships with men shouldn't involve a lot of heavy work. Not unless you're getting something substantial for it. The energy exchange has to be balanced, or else it will just feel so draining and such a drag. I actually saw a male acquaintance earlier today. We used to be besties, back in the day around, 2007. We were in a big friend group, and we always would hang out. And over the years, we would kind of talk to each other about problems in our dating lives and hang out, go eat, and just have a good time. I know he always kind of liked me, but I just really am not attracted to him. But today he was visiting in town. He's actually a passport bro. He has evolved beyond passport bro. He now lives and splits his time between Colombia and Brazil. So he's visiting his new grandson. His daughter just had a baby, a little beautiful baby, and it's his birthday right now. So he called me, you know, he doesn't have to know that our relationship is downgraded. And I just happened to be out and about. He was like, oh, me and some friends, we're going over to Bar Louie. And since I was out and about looking for something to eat anyway, I went and met up with this acquaintance. And, I got quite a big dose of masculine energy. He's not a friend because I don't want to have anything beyond the superficial. And no home visits. Like, I don't want to tell him my business or listen to his. I just wanted some company as I ate the food that I was already going to buy anyway. And he didn't even offer to pay. But I totally would have accepted it if he did. But since he's just an acquaintance, I don't expect that from him because I'm not giving him anything special. I was actually in my gym clothes. Like, I was just going to get something to eat. I was probably going to go through the Subway drive-thru, to be honest. So, but even after that, though, like, he asked me for several dates while we were sitting there. He asked to pay me to cook. He knows that cooking is one of my hobbies. He asked to pay me to cook. I was like, I'll think about it, which basically means no. He doesn't have to know that. He asked me to accompany him to a wedding in Mexico. I was like, oh, that sounds so nice. Why, you should ask one of the girls that you know in Brazil or Colombia. That's what I told him. He asked to see me for dinner tomorrow. And then he asked to hang out both Monday and Tuesday of next week. So I certainly, I kind of, I guess, left the door open. I'm not really committing to do any of those things. Dinner tomorrow, Monday, laser tag, Tuesday, Topgolf. But if I feel like it, I might. I don't feel compelled to say yes. And I might actually just completely flake. And won't feel bad because I did not commit fully. And he is an acquaintance of mine. I know we are not dating. There is no long-term purpose. He's just like a companion on the road of my life. Like somebody like who Alice from Alice in Wonderland may run into in one of those little weird rooms. Just someone here to help me along. Keep me company, give me some insight into something. And I know he loves being a passport bro that made good and I need to stop saying it but y'all just love me through it. He's made good in Brazil and Colombia, doing good business, ladies galore. And I don't judge him for that. It's none of my business. He wasn't a good candidate for me even before when we were closer friends. He was always kind of just a real ladies' man. That never appealed to me. But he would always want to hang out with me because I know that I expand him socially by being seen with him, hands down. So, I did perhaps expand him socially this evening, but I showed up in sweats. I know I was still cute, but he gave me lots of laughs, good energy. He flattered me by offering me all of those trips and things, and he kept me company while I ate my food at a place that I would never typically go to, and I might have to start going because there was lots of cuties in there. So, and cuties aren't really my focus, but if I want masculine energy, I can just go and be around some cuties. I don't have to expect them to do anything. And to be honest, I want somebody that's a little bit crunchy. That's my style. I don't need a cutie, but I do like to look at cuties and let them, serve me in some way if possible. So again, just enjoying acquaintances, not doing any emotional heavy lifting is a great way to get that masculine energy fixed. Of course, valuing relationships with family and even clients or people at work that could be potential mentors. Men in dating relationships are on the periphery of my life. This is 4B according to the Dollhouse. According to the doll, they're the sprinkles on the donut of my life. But without the sprinkles, the donut is still sweet, and I can get sprinkles of men without having to compromise myself in order to have a low grade marriage, because I could absolutely be married right now. I was just engaged. I could absolutely be married right now. But I don't want to pay any of the household bills. That is just against my religion. And so I don't even see my ex-fiance as attractive anymore. A lot of women could be married right now if they wanted to go into an imbalanced relationship like that. But we don't have to do that here. Get masculine energy that you need in ways that I discussed earlier. Just going outside of the house and getting some service. Interacting with clients, interacting with thought leaders, reading a book. Just getting that feeling of support, lessons, wisdom from positive male energy sources. It can help a woman to stay balanced and enjoy acquaintances as long as you are benefiting from them trying to make you smile. Enjoy old exes that pop up, even if you don't reply, just getting that bit of attention, just knowing that you crossed their mind. Enjoying those things can help to make adopting the 4B a bit easier. And the 4B movement, the Dollhouse version, to me, it's way easier than the version that like West 4B or other entities may be kind of talking about. This just seems more natural to me. It's just a more natural way of being because it's actually an older, more established way of being. Just doing this, it's so basic. You can always just say that I'm becoming closer to God. Even though you may have an altar of goddess in your household. Like women, we don't have to tell everything. You can have that mystery about yourself. And keep people out of your business, for the most part. And this is part of protecting yourself. And that's what I like about the exotical community, because a lot of us make videos without any, pictures, which I'm not against getting online and showing my face, but it keeps the focus on our thoughts, our experiences, our connection, the important message. So anyway, I really do hope that it makes sense. And I'm looking forward to what you have to say about masculine energy and how important it is. Or if you feel like it's not important at all, let me know. Because the 4B, the Dollhouse version it may not be for you. And that's totally fine. Some women have experienced so much trauma that the original 4B, that original framework, that's better for them. There's no judgment here, like here in the Dollhouse. You do whatever you want to do. But this is what I'm doing, and it's working for me because I don't feel the pressure of needing to find some, elusive husband. And I don't feel like I lack male energy, it keeps me productive because I have that balance, and I can continue to fuel my mission forward. So I hope this makes sense. Leave your comments below. Like the video. That is the freest way to support this channel, by liking the video. Subscribe if you want to be one of the dolls, and only if you're one of the dolls. Only if you're one of the dolls. Because I get comments from, I don't know what I'm going to call these guys, dissenters. I get comments from them, and they're usually angry. And I like that energy because it's very intense, and it usually makes things interesting for me. So keep doing that too. Keep it up, dissenters. And we are the decentered. We are the decentered, sir. So you can be a dissenter, but we are the discentered. So anyhow, I look forward to hearing from you soon. And subscribe.